Okay, so we're looking at estimating today. So what I want you to do is to hit pause, copy our heading, lesson objectives, keywords down. Once you've done that, write starter underline, and we'll go on to the starter. Okay, so here's our starter today. Hit pause, attempt all questions. Once you've done that, hit play and we'll go through them together. Right, fill in the missing numbers on these number lines. This first number line, we've got going from 2 to 4, so it's going up in 2s. 2, 4, so our 2 times table. 6, 8, 10 and 12. Here we're going up in 25s, so 25, 50, add 25, got 75, 100, adding a 25 again, 125, and if we add a 25 again we get 150. Okay, if you've got these right, tick, tick. If not, make corrections now. Here we've got going from 10 to 40, we've got 2 divisions in between, so it's got to be going up in tens. 10 plus 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. On D, we're going from 10 to 100, halfway between, sorry, not 10, 100 and 200, halfway is 150. Okay, now halfway between 200 and 300 is 250, and half of 50 is 25, so it's going to be 225. And if we add 25 to 250, or halfway between 250 and 300, 275. Number 2, reasoning. What would you use to measure the height of a door? Well, it says here, height measures how tall an object is. So if we're measuring height, we're not going to use liters, that's for liquids, or grams, that's for mass. So we're going to use meters. Mass measures how much something weighs. So we're not going to measure the length of it or how much volume it has. We're going to be measuring how much it weighs, kilograms. And for C, capacity is how much volume or amount the container can hold. So the volume is measured not in length or weight, but in liters or milliliters. Okay, 3. Write the measurements shown below by each arrow. This first one here, that's not too difficult to spot. It's going up in 100, so we got 600 here. For B, I'm going to have to get my glasses on to make sure I get these divisions, oh that's better, get these divisions right. It's going from 10 to 20, so each one is a unit, so we've got 12 here. 12 on II. On I, well I should have done I first. That's halfway between, so that's 25. Let's put 12 here. And then for III, dotty 3, we've got 35, 36 and 37. Okay, remember mark as we go along. On this one here, if we do I first, it's between 200 and 300, so that's 250. II, that's between 100 and 150, so 125. And then dotty 3 is going to be 475. Okay, on D, we're looking in between 240 and 250, that's a bit clearer. So we've got 245. II, 250 minus 1, 249, and III, 242. On E, we've got negative numbers, so we've got to be careful, and positive. Let's do the positive one first. Okay, that's 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8 degrees. Here we're going negative, so we've got to be careful. 0 minus 5, And we're going one division extra, so that's minus 6 degrees C. Okay, so what I want you to do now is to hit pause in a second and then rag it with a little comment telling me how well you've done. Okay, when you're ready, hit play and we'll move on. Okay, so we're going to be making sensible estimates. Okay, so we're going to use estimate measures for length, mass, capacity and time in different situations. So here we've got a toothbrush, a stamp, the Great Wall of China and the Eiffel Tower. What I want you to do is to estimate which of these measurements we're going to use for these 4 items. So what I want to see in your book is the following. I want you to write number 1, 1A and classwork. 1A, toothbrush. And what measurement do you think we're going to use for a toothbrush? B, C and D. And stamp, Great Wall, and D, Eiffel Tower. And next to it, I want you to write what measurements you're going to use. Okay? So hit pause, have a go. Once you're done, hit play and we'll go through it together. Right, well, length of the toothbrush, I hope you wrote centimeters. For a stamp, it's a bit smaller than centimeters, so we should be using millimeters. The Great Wall of China runs a long way, and the longest measurement we've got here are kilometers. And the Eiffel Tower, well, we can measure that. That's in between kilometers and centimeters, and we use meters to measure those. Okay, so what I want you to do now is to hit pause, mark your work. Once you've done that, we look at another set of questions. Okay. Question number 2. We're still measuring length. And I want you to do the same thing. In your books, write that down. Pisa. Paperclip. Let's put Pisa Tower so we know what we're talking about. Pen. And the length of a mountain range. So hit pause, put in your answers. When you're ready, hit play and we'll go through them together. Right, the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I think I agree with you. We got meters. Paperclip is very small, so we use our smallest measurement, millimeters. Pen, the length of a pen, got one in your hand, centimeters. And the mountain range, length of a mountain range, that'll be in kilometers. What I want you to do is have a look. If you've got a ruler in front of you, have a look at your ruler. You can see your millimeters and centimeters there. So hopefully they helped you judge what to write. Once you've done that, we'll move on to question 3. Okay, so for question 3, same sort of thing. So I want you to carry on. Whoops, don't know what happened there. Got our question 3 here. First one is a computer. Oops, that's 3A, 3B, feather, as light as 3C, paperclip, and 3D. We've got a London bus. So hit pause, put in the measurements for weight this time, for mass. Once you've done that, hit play again. Right then, computer, it's going to weighs a bit. So we're going to use kilograms for computer. As light as a feather, our smallest measurement, milligrams here, mg. Paperclip weighs a bit more than a feather, so we use grams. And the London bus, the heaviest thing we've got on the page, it's going to be measured in tons. Metric tons. Mark your work once you've done that. Let's move on to our next question. Okay, this time we're measuring mass again. So it's question 4. 4A, we've got a bolt. 4B, we've got a plane. 4C, we've got a dresser. And 4D, we've got tablets. So hit pause, write your answers. When you're done, hit play and we'll go through it together. Okay, so our bolt is going to be measured in, what are we thinking? Oops, don't know what happens there. That's going to be in grams. The jumbo jet's the heaviest thing there. I think it's the heaviest thing we've got in the slides. It's going to be in tons, metric tons. Our dresser, kilograms, and the tablets, milligrams. So mark your work. Once you're ready, hit play and we move on again. Question number 5, we're measuring capacity this time. So we're measuring how much these containers can hold. So question 5A, we got a bucket. B, we got a bottle. C, we've got watering can. And for D, we've got a glass of wine. Okay, so hit pause, have a go. When you're ready, hit play again. We'll go through them together. Well, the bucket, that holds liters. The bottle, it holds centiliters, so CL. Watering can, same sort of size as a bucket really, that's going to hold liters as well. And our glass of wine, our smallest unit, milliliters. Hit pause, do your corrections. When you're ready, hit play again. Okay, and this time we're going to look at time. Oh, I said time twice then. So, we're going to choose which measurement is appropriate. We've got hours, minutes and seconds. So question A, ABC, and then question 2, ABC. So hit pause, have a go. When you're ready, hit play and we'll go through them together. Okay, question 1A. Time taken to run a marathon. That'll take a while. going to be hours. Time taken to drink a cup of tea. Well, we're going to assume the cup of tea is quite hot. We're going to take our time, so that's going to be minutes. And time taken to walk 10 yards. You're all very quick, so you'll do that in seconds. On question 2, the time to read a sentence. I just read a sentence then. Time taken to read a sentence, seconds. Time taken to fly to America. It's a long way away. Hours. We look forward to that after lockdown. And the time taken to eat a snack. Well, that depends on how fast you eat your snack. I've seen some fast eaters, but sensibly that's going to take minutes. Okay. Mark your work, and I've got some questions for you to complete for me. Okay, so we've got questions 4 to 10. I'm going to attach that to your assignment. Should not take you too long at all. Good luck.